Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? And we're back with another preview and prediction video for college football. Today we got the Alabama Crimson Tide 2025 preview and prediction. And I am joined by an Alabama man, Christian Ballard of Ballard Sports Media.
What's up, Vic? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for joining me, Christian. So we're here to talk about your Alabama Crimson Tide. So
Yeah, it's been an interesting off season. They bring in a lot of good names. They've used the portal, but they haven't really had anybody leave. Um, they bring some guys in. Uh, Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard come back at wide receiver. Obviously, Milrow got drafted to the Seahawks. So it's going to be interesting. I think the big thing is the quarterback battle between Simpson, Mack, and five-star freshman Keelan Russell, which actually really the last time he had a presser, almost after A-Day and stuff. Uh, it was funny going into A-Day that Kalen DeBoer had said, nobody's really separated themselves. And then after we had the scrimmage, he said, I think we're going to roll with Ty.
yes. Uh, well, no, I don't know if that's really such a good idea. I don't think he's any good, but
Well, we'll see. I don't know if any of them are really ready to go yet. So, I mean, you got to pick somebody. And, obviously the pieces are there offensively. You just need that leadership. And, no diss on Milrow, but I think you at least have to agree that it would be a step up from last year, right?
uh, yeah, probably. All
Probably.
right. So now, of course, let's go back over what happened last year, coming off of a 9-4 season. It started out good, 4-0, and then that out of nowhere that was really unexpected. Yeah, losing
And
to
unacceptable.
to Vanderbilt. Yeah, yeah. How in the hell do you lose to Vanderbilt?
On homecoming.
Yeah, yeah, and then you scrape by with a win against South Carolina,
Yeah.
and then lost to Tennessee, and then the rest of the season. The next three games I was destroyed: Mizzou, LSU, and Mercer, and then Oklahoma 24-3. Yeah, I don't know what happened in that game. That the game where like Milrow threw three interceptions.
He threw three interceptions, but he also technically had that touchdown, but then they called it back on Ryan Williams for illegal touching or
Right,
illegal something because he was
right, illegal
quote
touch.
unquote covered up. I don't know, man. It was
Right. So
stupid.
would it matter? Still, so that would mean losing 24-10 instead of 24-3.
Yeah,
So
I'm glad we could see eye to eye on that one, but we still
and
lost.
then and then you beat Auburn. Yeah, winning the Iron Bowl is always good.
Yep.
And the loss to Michigan. I mean, yeah, that one was also kind of embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably cheated in that game, right?
Yeah, and then that this Oklahoma game, that was when Bama fans were officially done with Milrow. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
about right.
All right. But so now let's look at some recruiting. Uh, like we just talked about, Keelan Russell, 5-star quarterback, got a 100 scout grade, and and then let's see, yeah, hard to do better than a 100.
Right.
Is there anyone else that you're
Um,
excited about?
yeah, there's a couple guys on that list that you're showing on the screen there. Michael Carroll is a really good offensive tackle, but I don't know if he'd start right away. But it's definitely a depth need that we have. He comes from IMG Academy in Bradenton, which is always a big school. I know Georgia and company can get some good guys out of there. Dejon Lee, he calls himself Mustard Lettuce on Instagram. Know the name Dejon Lee.
Oh yeah,
'Cause he's
Dijon.
a
It's like Dijon. You get Dijon mustard. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But he's very fast. He's a physical back on defense, and he does so much stuff really well. I love just the way he's able to get after the football on his high school film. Hopefully, he could see some time on the field, but we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you got a 4-star wide receiver, Derek Meadows.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I haven't really. I mean, I've seen the name in the class, but I don't think he's turning heads.
Okay. Okay then. I guess we can let's take a look at who y'all got out of the transfer portal.
Which, by the way, we really don't lose too much. I don't think. I haven't seen anybody leave.
Let's take a look. Let's see in the transfer for portal. Not too much. You got a tight end, Birdie Dalton from Troy.
Yeah, he comes in. We bring in Jack Samarco from West Virginia too, so that
Yeah,
builds some depth.
another tight end.
Um,
Hey, y'all got Isaiah Horton at wide receiver
Now
from Miami.
he's supposed to be like wide receiver 3 alongside Bernard and Williams this year. He's really good. Um, almost makes me think when I've watched his highlights. Almost makes me think of Jalen Waddle.
Yep. It looks like y'all managed to steal one of Dion's boys. Y'all got
Yeah,
Nikhil Hill Green from Colorado linebacker.
I would probably expect him to play middle linebacker, maybe not so much as an edge or an outside guy. We could just use some guy to spy on a quarterback in the middle of the field, but expect his name to be called there, possibly.
Yep. You got another cornerback, Cameron Calhoun from Utah.
Heard the name, haven't got around to watching him, so I don't really have much of an assessment, but I hope he can be a great asset.
And then of course y'all got a punter from I don't know what that school is.
Colorado
Yeah.
School of Mines, it's
What's
irrelevant.
Colorado School of Miners? Oh, School of Mines. Okay.
Yeah, I don't,
Uh,
I mean, I guess it's in
well,
Colorado,
yeah,
but that's all
I
we
don't know
know.
what that is. I don't know what that is. At least it's not. At least it's not the School of Miners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh. Yeah. Anyway. We better move on.
Yeah.
Let's see. So of course Milrow gone, 2,800 yards, 64% completion, 8.9 per attempt, 16 touchdowns, 11 receptions, sacked 23 times.
That's unacceptable. That was really all he did wrong. I just felt like he, under pressure, would just fall and fail overall. And we got to clean up those sack numbers with our next quarterback.
Yeah, of course. Milrow also had 726 rushing yards and
Right.
20 touchdowns. Yeah, so of course we got the quarterback competition. Of course, last year Ty Simpson had 14 out of 25, 167 yards, 56% completion, 6.7 yards per attempt, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 1 sack.
There really wasn't much opportunity for him. I mean, think about even the wins, like the close games we had. There really wasn't much opportunity for him to go out there and I know what it might show on the game log, but still, those were
All right.
I don't know,
Yeah, of
man.
course, the game that we most, want to look at was the South Florida game from 2023, where he was 5 out of 9 for 73 yards, no
Yeah,
touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked
5
5
7.
times. No, that's the
Don't
game
forget, he
that
did
that
not
people
start that
really.
game. Tyler Buckner did, and now he's playing lacrosse or something. So we
Yeah,
ran him off.
he's playing lacrosse at Notre Dame. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so Kalen DeBoer said looks like Ty is the front runner right now.
Well, Kalen DeBoer actually didn't say anything. It was Ryan Grubb who came in from Washington. He
Oh
was
yeah,
DeBoer's OC, but Ryan Grubb was actually asked this offseason. He said there's no clear cut starter right now, but if it were to start today, Ty would be the guy.
yep. And you've got Austin Mack. He's a transfer that DeBoer brought with him from Washington last year. He went 2 out of 3 for 39 yards and a touchdown. So
Yeah, I think what's interesting is the guy that would probably best know DeBoer's system because he spent some time under it would probably be Austin Mack. But then you have Keelan, who is this phenom, and then you have Ty, who's been waiting. He started in Alabama, so everyone's got their case to start. I think.
yeah, I think that Ty Simpson might end up starting, but I think it'll probably be Keelan Russell um, at the end of the season. So
Is that what you think, basically?
that's probably what'll happen. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I think at some point, yeah, Keelan Russell probably replaces Ty Simpson at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now of course you're. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We forgot to look at who you have leaving in the transfer portal. Let's see. Probably the biggest loss, probably um, Justice Haynes at running back. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna sting for a little
Yeah,
while,
he
I think.
transferred to Michigan. Uh, it's really the only.
Him
Yeah,
and then
and then
losing
Kobe
guys.
Prentice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Kobe Prentice transferred to Baylor. Yeah, I remember when you had talked about Kobe Prentice as having a lot of potential, but it was just never realized.
well,
So
it wasn't realized, but I think going back 2 years ago, he was still over 1,000 yard receiver in Saban's final year, but he just kind of fell off last year. Obviously, Williams came in and he just kind of stole the show, I think.
yeah. See anyone else? Yeah, yeah. Devonte Smith. Yeah, y'all have another Devonte Smith, but he transferred to Notre Dame.
The
So
name's irrelevant. I mean, I know we have the Heisman winner, but we didn't want him to start just because of his name. We thought it was cool, but I mean,
yeah, and then Elijah Pritchett was a defensive lineman, 327 pounds at six
yeah,
six, but he transferred to Nebraska. Yeah, probably would have been starting this year, but
probably.
possibly. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about running backs now. Whereas Justice Haynes is transferred to Nebraska. It's 79 carries for for 448 yards and 5.7 yards per carry, 7 touchdowns. And let's see, Jam Miller comes back. He had 145 carries, 668 yards, 4.6 yards per carry, and 7 touchdowns. So I can see why Justice Haynes transferred. I mean, we look at Justice Haynes getting 5.7 yards a carry and Jam Miller getting 4.6. But Jam Miller had almost twice as many carries Justice Haynes, even though Haynes was getting like a yard better at yards per carry. And I think that's probably why he ended up hitting the portal. So
Yeah, I would agree. I think, and this year with Jam Miller coming back, he doesn't really see much room to be the go to starter. And he wants to start somewhere. I don't blame him. He's a 5-star recruit. Um, but it's time to turn the page at running back. You go with Jam Miller again, and I think you got Daniel Hill and Richard Young to battle it out for backup. So
yeah, Daniel Hill is 6'1", 241. So that's a big back right there. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
a fullback. Yeah, and then you got Richard Harris at
yeah,
5'11", 216. Yeah. And then you'll also have she'll get a running back from the portal. Yeah, y'all got Draylon Washington from Louisiana. So
Oh, I must have missed that transfer. I guess I'm just saying that. That's good to build depth. I guess the question I would have is how many years of eligibility? Because if it's just one for someone like him, he might be our go-to. The thing is, with the run game, Vic, is there's not like a guy that we're going to have run 100% of the time. Hell, probably not 90% of the time. I think DeBoer and Ryan Grubb want to mix it up a little bit, kind of go with 2 or 3 different guys and do like a 1-2 punch combo, kind of like just rotate the guys evenly, you know,
right.
certain situations in game.
Yes. All right, we're gonna look up Dryland. It is Dryland Washington. Yeah, he had he's 5'9", 224.
Uh,
Last year, 73 carries, 478 yards, 6.5 yards per carry. Whoa, that's really good. Yeah, 6.5 per carry and 5 touchdowns. Yeah,
cool.
yeah. I mean, yeah, looks like he's pretty good. Uh, yeah. I don't know why they weren't giving him the ball more, but anyway. Uh, okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and wide receivers next. Of course, we know about Ryan Williams and Jeremy Bernard. Of course, Ryan Williams, 865 yards, 18 per catch, 8 touchdowns. And Jeremy Bernard, 50 catches, 794 yards, and 2 touchdowns, 15.9 yards per carry. So I guess Ryan Williams will be 18 this year since he was 17
Yeah,
last year. So Ryan Williams is actually going to be an adult
well,
this year.
you know what it means is he can play this year without mama's permission slip.
Oh yeah, that's right. I had to sign a permission slip every time they go on a road game. Yeah.
Right. To travel, he doesn't need Lunchables and stuff now. He can probably eat
Yep.
steak with the boys.
Yep. 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 Yep.
But yeah, we got a lot of good guys out there. Keep an eye on some freshman type names from last year. Caleb Odom down there and Rico Scott were highly recruited. I think it's really Kobe Prentice has been there, done that with Alabama a little bit. He
Right,
hasn't
right,
really
but
had
he
that standout play yet, but
right, but Kobe
he's been
Prentice
there.
Kobe Prentice transferred. Remember, so
Oh yeah. Yeah. Which guys leave, but
yeah,
it's
you got like Caleb Odom. Now he's gone too. Went to Ole
what?
Miss. Yeah, Kendrick Law. Yeah, went transferred to
So
Kentucky. So
you're telling me so Kobe Prentice left, Caleb Odom, and then
yeah,
Kendrick. Who was it? Kendrick Law.
Kendrick Law. Yeah.
Well, you got Bernard, you got Williams, and then
And then what else? Yeah, I mean, who else do you need? That's who was getting all the carries last year. Which you got J Dupree. I guess he's gone, or is he coming back?
uh, he's this got him listed as a rookie. He was supposed to get.
Yeah. So I guess. So I
He's
guess.
probably gone in the NFL somewhere. He's
Yeah.
just not signed.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. It says that his team is
And
unknown. So I guess he
I've
doesn't
never heard
have
of
a
that
team.
team. So
I guess he doesn't have. I guess he doesn't have a team. So I
yeah,
guess he's gone. I guess he went undrafted and hasn't signed with a team yet.
yeah,
Hopefully he'll get an opportunity. Let's say you got Josh
Quay.
Cuevas coming back, yeah, and y'all got a bunch of tight ends through the portal. So
Yeah,
anyway, and then you'll have a new. Let's talk about special teams. Y'all got a new punter in Blake Dowd. So
I just hope he can pin it deep. I mean, that's really all you can ask for a punter, right? I mean, just don't like if we're backed up at our own 10, you better get it past.
yeah, and let's see. You got kickers. I don't know. Do y'all still have Graham Nicholson on the team? I know it says right here that he's played for 4 years.
Yeah,
So you know if he's coming back or
he should be eligible for his fifth year and set to graduate this year. He,
how did he get
obviously,
how did he get a fifth year?
well, I mean, you're working on a 5-year degree, I guess. I don't know how he got his like an extra year, but um, I don't even know if I'd call it an extra year necessarily. You really don't see that until after it's been 5 years. He's really just a fifth year senior, I think. I guess now that I think about it.
All right. Well, all right. Anyway, so I guess let's just talk about defense now.
Yeah,
So you do bring back it's me Jihad Campbell
he got
is
drafted.
gone. Got
Yeah,
drafted by the Eagles. So yeah,
jihad.
he had 119. Yeah, Jihad. I think it's
I think
Jihad,
it's jihad,
but
but
I like
I like that.
uh, yeah. Anyway,
Jihad.
he had 119 tackles and 5 sacks and 1 interception,
Yep.
2 forced fumbles, fumble recovery. Y'all
Deontay
do
Lawson will
bring
come
back
back.
Deontay Lawson and
He'll be the leader
Justin
of this
Jeff.
defense. Him
Yeah,
him and Justin Jefferson will be leaders
yeah,
on
Justin
defense with
Jefferson.
Moore
Justin
going to the
Jefferson.
Jets and Campbell
Yeah,
going to the Eagles.
yeah, Justin Jefferson, not to be confused with the Vikings wide receiver, but
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it's a different Justin Jefferson. Uh, and there was Malachi Moore uh, is gone.
Yeah.
That's right, or Coach uh, Malachi Moore, as Uncle Lou
Yeah.
liked to call him.
He's
Yeah,
finally gone.
yep. You know what happened? Yeah, about how they told him to after he got an unsportsmanlike conduct in the Vandy game, and they told him to leave the game, but he wouldn't leave the game. So
Yeah.
and yeah, plus y'all did get N- uh, Nikai Hill Green from Colorado at linebacker. So
We also got go look at how big is that Kelby Collins guy? He's from Florida.
Kelvin
He's six
Collins, yeah,
four.
Florida, he's 6'4", 278.
Did you see the Desmond Watson that the Bucks got from Florida
Oh
in the
yeah,
draft?
oh yeah,
He's like
oh
0 for
yeah,
500 pounds,
yeah.
dude.
Well, I don't know if it was
It's
500, but I
crazy.
think it was. It was
Then it said he
over
did a good
400. I think they said it
yeah
was like 450 pounds. Yeah.
yeah. But he's done a good job losing 10 pounds in the last couple of weeks.
10 pounds. Shit, he needs to lose 100. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. What y'all do bring back? Y'all got Bray Hubbard, uh, and Domani Jackson coming back at
Yeah,
defensive back.
he was at USC a couple years ago.
Yep, and of course y'all got that 5-star freshman corner coming in that Dijon.
Dijon Lee. We should have Xavier Brown back too.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember who it is that if you pull it up on defense, I can look, but um someone just changed positions on
huh,
and went full time receiver, I think.
huh. Somebody changed from defensive back to receiver. Huh.
Yeah. I don't see the name yet. It's not Keon Sab.
Yeah, Keon Savvy, he's coming back too. So
Um who is it?
well. Anyway, don't
Yeah,
worry about it. So now
I
I
got
guess we'll look is it y'all got Cameron Calhoun, cornerback from Utah.
yeah.
So
What we
that'll
lose,
help,
hey, what we lose, we make up for. We're like Georgia too, you know.
right?
Yeah,
Right. Anyway, so I guess we can talk a little about defensive line. Where y'all got LT Overton is coming back at 6'5", 283. I guess so. I guess he's more like a defensive end. Uh, you got Tim Keenan. He's a big guy at 6'2", 326.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the big guy. He's the anchor. He had 40 solo tackles and 2.5 sacks last year. And then, well, still got Tim Smith, but he's gone to
He's
the NFL. He's with
yeah.
the Colts now. So,
Q Robinson, the edge is
Q Rob-
gone.
yeah, Q Robinson.
He went
He's
to the
now
Broncos.
Denver Bronco. He had 4 sacks last year. Led the team. So
Oh, I saw the name. Okay, scroll down just a little bit, please.
okay, who
Okay, you see
am I?
under Xavier Brown, underneath
Okay,
that,
you got
Jalen
Jaden uh,
and Mbakwe.
Mbakwe.
So
Yeah,
okay, so he's the guy I was thinking of that apparently he has turned to a wide receiver, and I had made a video, kind of not like spreading rumors or anything, but I wonder, with Travis Hunter doing what he did at Colorado, is it possible, Vic, that we could start seeing guys more often play both ways? And I had
right.
brought
Yeah,
up the
definitely.
idea of Mbakwe doing that for us, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think that's going to happen.
yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know if he's as if he is as gonna do that as good as what
No,
Travis
it
Hunter.
won't be as good as Hunter, but
Right.
hopefully he could step up like a receiver should. And again, he was, you know, I guess he did a little bit of that in high school, but he played mostly defense, so that's what he came in as for the Tide.
You got Jermarian Latham.
Yep.
He's coming back. And there's Damon Payne, a 6'4", 313, but he's gone. So let's see who did y'all. Y'all got someone on the D line out of the portal. I guess y'all got Kelby Collins from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all didn't really get any defensive tackles out of the portal. And you had Elijah Pritch. No, he was an offensive tackle. Okay, so I guess we're ready to move on. So, are there any concerns or question marks that
I
that
think
you may have? Or
I think it's just a matter of the younger guys that need to step up, have to step up. As long as
younger
they
guys?
can do their part and play aggressive, I think they got a chance.
All right, well that's good. Okay then. So now I guess we'll look at some of your team stats. Of course, you'll have the 22nd best scoring offense, 33.8 points per game. And then we'll look at total offense if we can find it. Total offense. Here it is. 42nd total offense.
Okay.
410.2 yards per game. Yeah, that's not too bad either.
Mm-mm.
And then what other kind of offense? I guess we could look at six allowed. All right. Rushing offense. Nope, page 2. Yeah, the 27. No, that's West Virginia. 40s. Yeah, there y'all are. 173.8 per game, 4.6 per carry.
Yeah.
And we'll find passing. Yards for completion. Let's see here. All right, we'll look at passing now.
Are we not even on that page?
Passing. There you go. Passing yards.
Hold on.
236.4
No,
passing yards per game.
56.
What? Yeah,
Go back to that
56
first page.
in yards
Did you see who's on there?
in yards per game. You got Syracuse was top with 370 per
Georgia's
game. You had
on
Ole Miss
there.
at
Texas,
380.
Clemson.
There's Georgia. Georgia had a 281 per game. So
Arkansas is on that list before us.
yeah,
Auburn.
yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. All right. So anyways, hopefully with the with
Thanks,
a new
Mildew.
quarterback, hopefully with a new quarterback, the passing game will be better. All right, now let's take a look at defense. Total defense, scoring defense. Here we go.
How in the hell is Auburn better than us in passing?
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so now defense, scoring defense, you had the 10th best with
Yeah.
17.4, 17.38. Yeah, your points per game allowed. Now let's see how many total yards. Now, there we go. Total D.
21st.
Okay, so okay. All right, 21st. Okay, there you go. You had the 21st. Yeah, the 21st scoring total defense, 320 yards per game allowed.
Wow.
Yeah, and then let's look at passing yards allowed. Passing yards allowed. There it is. 19th, 182.2 yards per pass allowed. Which I think was actually less than y'all had passing yards. No, well, not quite. Yeah, 236.
Okay.
Yeah, you had and 282, 182 allowed. So it's actually pretty good. And then we'll see if we can find run defense. Run defense. Hmm.
48.
48.
Just above Notre Dame there at the bottom.
Right there. 48th Russian defense, 137.8 per game, 3.68 per carry. All right. Okay, so I think that we're ready to go ahead and talk about your schedule now. Okay. There we go. Start out with 3 non-cons. Y'all play at Florida State first.
Yep.
Yes, what y'all think about this one?
I mean, it'll be a fun game, like fun non-conference opponent when you think about it. I
Yeah.
want to know who's throwing for Florida or for
Yeah,
Florida
I don't
State.
know.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
I
man.
don't know. I don't know. Yeah, do you think Florida's gonna be as bad as they were last year?
I think they'll take some steps forward, but they're not beating us. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I think there's no way to go but up. But yeah, y'all should beat them. Shouldn't even really be close. Next up, you got ULM Warhawks. Now, in, in, now this ain't 2007, so y'all should be good.
Yeah. Yeah, we should be good there.
Yeah,
Wisconsin next.
Wisconsin. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I've been really disappointed in Luke Fickle at Wisconsin. I thought it was going to be a good hire, but it just hasn't been a good fit.
Right.
Yeah, I think that Fickle probably should have just stayed at Cincinnati. I mean the grass ain't always greener, but yeah, y'all should beat Wisconsin again.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
then you got a bye week, and then you've got you play at my Georgia Bulldogs
It's a
in
loss,
Athens.
dude. We haven't been to Athens in 10 years, and I'm not trusting the board to. I mean, you couldn't go into Norman and win. What makes you think you'll go to Athens?
Yeah, I hope. Yeah, I hope you're right. Yeah, I would like that for y'all to be right. Unfortunately, it seems like we can't beat Alabama. Uh, usually for some reason, y'all always beat us except for that one
Exactly.
time
Yeah.
in the national championship. But yeah, so I mean, I'm probably gonna have y'all win in this one. So I mean,
Well, I'll give that.
I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that you're right. But
Yeah.
just can't trust it. So anyway, next up, you got Vanderbilt. This is a revenge game. Y'all get them in Tuscaloosa this time, so I think that y'all should beat them. But
Yeah.
and then at Mizzou,
Missouri's gonna
it
be terrible. We'll beat
yeah, it
we'll beat
wasn't
the
even
soul we'll beat the soul and will to live out of them.
yeah, exactly. It wasn't even close last year. So
Yeah.
of course, you got Mizzou losing um, Luther Burden, yeah, their best wide receivers now in the NFL. So uh, anyway, next up, you do play Tennessee.
Yes, yes, we do.
Hmm.
This off
Yeah, we
season's been hilarious for them, hasn't it?
yeah, it has. Yeah, yeah, with all the
Nico.
Nico,
Yeah.
I'm about to leave you. Yeah,
Although
drama.
he
Yeah,
did leave them.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
uh, anyway, so what you think? Y'all gonna beat Tennessee or
I think we'll beat them, man. I'm not. I
yeah?
think this whole Nico thing is like it's got to be smoke in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
it's not very good for Nico. It's not very good for Tennessee either because
They got Joey Aguilar. Aguilar.
G5
They got
Joey.
G5 Joey. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, G5 Joey. So yeah, I think y'all will. Yeah. They also lose James Pierce and Sampson. So
Squirrel White
yeah,
left too,
yeah,
the wide
Dylan.
receiver.
Yeah, Dylan Sampson. Yeah. Uh. Anyway, so yeah, y'all are gonna beat Tennessee.
Yeah.
Let's see. Um. Up next, y'all play um at South Carolina.
Now this I can't really laugh too much about. I do think South Carolina be very much improved. I thought they had a a case for the playoffs last year. They were a 9-3 team as well, and of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
both of our fan bases whined and cried when we didn't get in. But it's like you had 3 losses. Deal with it. But South Carolina probably going to be improved. Probably one of the more interesting teams, and
They
I
got
wish them luck.
exactly. They got their quarterback their Sellers. Yeah, he's coming back. So yeah, so they got Sellers coming back.
I
So yeah, I
think we
think that
win, but
they're
it'll be close
definitely.
again.
I think that they're gonna be in the mix again this year. And it was a close game in Bryant Denny last time.
Yeah,
It's at Williams Brice this year. So yeah, I think um, South Carolina wins. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it gave you a win against Georgia. So we also gave you a loss to South Carolina. So anyway, bye week, and then up next you play LSU.
yeah. I don't trust LSU too much this next year. I don't. I mean, I think their defense will be improved. Brian Kelly has yet to figure it out yet, but um, the Nuss bus at quarterback, and
Hmm.
I just, hmm, I really don't know what to make too much about them. I mean, maybe 9 or 10 wins, possibly, but I don't think they get us in Tuscaloosa.
Hmm. Yep. Yeah, I think that LSU is gonna be good this year. That's what they're saying. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give y'all a loss to LSU. So this will be loss number 2. And then up next, you've got Oklahoma, and this is a revenge game after y'all got humiliated by them at their place last year. It's a home game this time, so and then and and then Mildew is gone, so yeah, I think y'all are gonna beat Oklahoma.
Belt to ass. Let's go.
Yep. And then you got Eastern Illinois, that's a win. Uh, and then you're at Auburn.
90th edition, too, of that rivalry.
Yeah, that's right. 90th Iron Bowl. Yep.
I will say, I mean, even though we made it out the last 2 times at Jordan Hare, and it was really close, I think it's going to be close again. But I feel like Auburn, if they get their quarterback situated by that point in the season, I wouldn't be shocked if they got us. I don't know, but I hope I'm wrong. But
Yeah.
I think I had predicted that when I did an Alabama preview before.
Yeah.
But at this point, I feel a little bit more confident in us. But just be careful.
Okay, yeah, so you got that one as a win or a loss.
I'll give it a win for right now for Alabama.
Okay, so anyway, yes, so anyway, they do have Jackson Arnold, so I think their quarterback situation will definitely be improved. Like you mentioned, the last really the last 2 times y'all went to Jordan Hare, y'all should have lost. So
Yeah,
and I think that y'all will uh, lose to Auburn this time. I think y'all are due for a loss in Jordan Hare. So
you got us losing that. I don't
yeah,
blame you. It's hard to pick right now. Um,
all right.
but yeah,
Okay, so anyway, so that's 9-3 for me, losing at South Carolina, LSU, and at Auburn, and you've got 11-1 with the only loss being to Georgia.
now could you see a scenario where we hit 11 wins? You think possibly?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
it's possible.
Honestly, I would probably peg us. I mean, uh, put it. Let me put them at 10-2 with Georgia and Auburn as the 2 losses.
Okay, Georgia and Auburn is 2 losses.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
10-2. Final answer.
all right. So I've got 9-3, losing at South Carolina, LSU, and at Auburn, and then Ballard has y'all losing to at Georgia and at Auburn.
Yes.
All right, so there you go. Uh, all right then. Okay. Yes, yes. Thanks for joining me on this preview and prediction, Ballard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This was fun.
This was fun, buddy. And if you ever want to come on my channel and do something with Georgia, you're more than welcome. I think I have already previewed them, but if you ever want to give us some more insight and stuff, you're always welcome. And we'll always love hanging out with you on here.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right. So, anyways, that is going to be it for this one. So, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Give us your record prediction for Alabama. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.
Roll Tide.